So I thought, do you know what? I've got a mast now, a ground post at the bottom of the garden. I thought I'm going to put my X510 back up, but I'm going to put it now on this on the 20-foot pole I got here. I'll just strap him to the top of that and sort of bolt him back to the ground post. Anyway, down the bottom of the garden, in total free space. So I've done that. Got all the cable coming down, lovely. I've got me EcoFlex 10. That's running me diversity antenna at the bottom of the garden. So I thought, well, I've got some 213 here. I'll use that. Be all right. Anyway, there's a joiner in it in the middle of it, so it's all taped up. It's fine. Well, the cable, I was literally just about to pull the cable back through down to the shack, the 100-foot run down. I just yanked it just that little bit too hard, pulled the bloody plug straight out. So I will lower all the X510 back down tomorrow night. I humped him up there on my own, lift him up in the air. So I've got to lower it all back down, pull it all apart, and start again with a fresh run of coax. Can't beat it, can you?
Oh, dear. I've been there, Tom, so I know what it is. So frustrating, isn't it? Yeah, but yeah. And of course, it ain't that easy for you either, is it?
No. And of course, I was I got it all lifted because it's the pole, the 20-foot pole. It ain't too heavy really, but it's just, that's a fair old length of antenna behind you as you walk in the pole back up. So I managed to do it all right, but I just thought, it's tidy now up there, brilliant. It's all straight, looks like it's been done properly. Oh my god, I've got to get it all back down now. That little 10mm nut you got like a sleeve, haven't you, where it hides all the coax and the plug and that. On an X510, I've got to move all that. I've got another length of coax in the shed I can use. So, what a ball ache. I'll have it done in the morning. I'll be up early and get it done. But yeah, marvellous, isn't it? Bloody marvellous.
So you're going on 270 then, Tom?
Yeah, well, I was on there before. I only took it down the other day, but I was going to sell it all. I said, lad, he wanted to buy it all, but you know what? I'll message him after and tell him I'll change my mind, because I'll just keep it and stick it up in here. It's not going to hurt down the bottom of the garden. It'll wobble about lovely in the wind.
Yeah, it's all secure, isn't it? So no need to worry about it, But yeah, I've still got my X510. It's in the cupboard outside there. But I got fed up with it all. I mean, I don't know. I just got really peed off with 2 meters and that. I just thought I can't be bothered with it all. And that's when I took all mine down, and in its place I put a silver rod up.
I'll tell you what though, John, they've put this one repeater. I can't remember what it was called before. No, anyway, they've moved it up to the top of Clee Hill. I tell you what, it didn't have to get out, but it really, really works well up there. Real good coverage.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, I ain't got a clue what goes on now on 2 meters and that. So I've been off it for so long. Yeah, well, there you are. I just, I lost interest in it all, so I wasn't using it much or whatever. I was even on a bloody 70 megs, I was on 70, what is it, 40 metres, is it, or whatever it is, I don't know. 4 megs, that's it, yeah, 4 metres. 70 megs, yeah, I was on that, and I got fed up with that, and I only used to talk to my mate. He passed away, and nobody goes on it, and I thought, oh, God, what's the point? I've got aerials everywhere, they're all over the place now.
Oh, I know. It's mad, isn't it? Well, Johnny Stannard, when he came round give hand to do this doublet, he wrapped all the X510 up real nice and neat for me. And I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to stick it back up, solid. But, look, it'll be like it was before, never get switched on, or when I'm waffling on HF, the linear will switch it on for me. That's what normally happens, yeah. It used to always turn my speakers on in the shack and all, but it might not do it now with this antenna. Who knows? I've not tried, so we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, it's up there. There's a few old boys on there that they're okay to talk to every now and then. So I'll leave it up. sod it. They get on every morning and have a waffle about their bunions.
I wouldn't be without my 2 meters.
No, you love it, Paul, didn't you? You like that, didn't you?
Yeah, I just think it's brilliant. I've always had it here. I wouldn't get rid of it. It's just, it's on now. But I'm looking at the scope here now, and there's nobody on, which is strange. There's normally a couple of groups on this time of night, but nothing. I'm just at the corner of my eye. I can see the scope, but I wouldn't take it all down.
No. Well, I did, but I'm in a mad way. I've moved the antenna that was 100 foot the other end of the garden now, so it's up in freer space. Who knows? It's about the same height that it was before, but it's in total free space now. Who knows? It might work better. It might be worse. It's a funny old setup, VHF, and it can be. You can move it a foot or two, and it goes all it goes a bit odd, but we'll see. But I got a good spot here, quite high up as well, so it don't work too bad. I'll just leave it up there, sod it. You never know. I might HF might go. We might have a flat spot for a few weeks. At least I've got something to use, I suppose.
I'll just go on 19.
Yeah.
Channel 19 and get loads of music.
Citizen Steve.
Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Good evening, John.
Hello, Steve. How you doing, mate?
That was funny.
I thought I'd get you.
Well, there you go. You did. It just came out, like it does. So there you go, twat. Anyway, nice to hear you. 5 and 9 plus 15 to 20, John. No worries at all.
Good signal, Steve. In about, 20 something over.
Gary.
Ooh, someone there.
Lovely jubbly. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bail out now. I'm going to go on just have a quick nosy around the bands for half an hour and get my ass in bed for midnight. So, great to hear you all this evening, but I'm going to bail out. Be all good signals tonight and enjoy the company. M0 VDO, M0 EBJ in the group.
Lovely, Steve. Nice and strong, as you have been all evening. So, you've 20 and a little bit more at times as well. So, good stuff, Steve. Enjoy your float around, mate. Hopefully you work something exotic. I'd quite like something exotic myself. Wishful thinking. 7-3, Steve. All the best, mate. Thanks for the company. It's been great. We'll do it all again tomorrow, no doubt.
Yeah, cheers, Tony. See you later, Paul, mate, and hope you pick your sister up okay, mate. No trouble. All the best.
Yeah, 7-3, Steve. Catch you tomorrow. 2-0
John,
Steel.
catch you later, boyo. Be good. I'll wind you up next time.
You can't wind me up, mate. Cheers. All the best, Steve. And Paul, if you're coming round there, keep your doors locked.
All right.
7-3.
Cheers.
Cheers, Steve.
You know it's like you have to pay now, don't you, up there when you're waiting?
Yeah, but what I'll do is I'll just nip into over in the vicinity, and she'll just ring me, and I'll have to just hide. Because there ain't many places to park, John, and as soon as you get on that car park, it starts ticking. I think it's £4 for about 10 or 15 minutes. So you don't really want to be hanging around.
Bloody rip-off, any.
It is a
It's shocking, mate, absolutely shocking.
15. Yeah, mad, isn't it? The money they charge.
They're just ripping you off, Tom.
Yeah, 100%. It is a license to print money.
There's a drop-off point in there and a collection point. I think you're allowed 15 minutes in that.
Yeah, that's where I'll be going. But when you're dropping off, it's okay, innit? But when they're flying in, you've got to, it's expected at 12:20. So if I get there, she reckons she might even be an hour coming through. So I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there around about 1 o'clock, I think, and just mull around on the edge of Solihull, and then just when she rings me, I'll just nip over. It'll only be 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's places up by the. You can pull into the. There's a little off the island there. There's a little place where all the taxis park up and everything. You just park up there and just wait.
You need a turban for that.
That's where they wait, and when she rings, you just ride on the door then, don't you?
You need a turban to park there.
Who's that?
I said, you'll need his turban on to park there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do there. Oh, that magic carpet.
Yeah. Alibaba.
Alibaba.
It's a bit quiet. It's not many on, is this, Tony? Where's Johnny?
I've no idea, mate. No idea. I did have a few messages off him earlier, but maybe he's had early one. He'd been down the farm today, hasn't he?
I ain't seen him for a bit, mate. I ain't seen him for a. Oh, I bet it's got to be 6 weeks since I've seen him.
Oh yeah, of course, because you would do. Well, the season's over now for the fishing, isn't it?
Well, there's been no water in the river town, so we're just waiting for a bit of water. But it's to touch and go whether there'll be any will do any good. Like, you know what I mean? We fished when they stocked them 2 sections up. We were at it like quite a bit, and it just needs a bit of water. We might give it a go. Give it a go when I get a bit of water on. But I don't know how much hope out that we'll have much. But you know, if you're not out there, you ain't catching them.
No, you want to get yourself a metal detector, Paul. Get out in the fields.
You know, I watched some metal detecting this morning. Where was it? They were on was it Huntington Beach? I think they were Huntington Beach, California, the day after the 4th of July celebrations. The stuff them lads pulled off that beach.
I know, it's madness, but it is mad. I watched quite a few go around. There's a few beaches you can do in the UK where you don't need permission. You just go on and do it. I think Barry Island and stuff like that. Anyway, there's a few others, but yeah, it's pretty good. I prefer the fields and stuff. I do just to try and find the ancient sort of stuff, you know. But yeah, it's good. You'd enjoy it, Paul.
Town. Well, I probably would, mate. But the last thing I need is another hobby.
Well, yeah, you've got enough on the burner now, haven't you?
I'm a professional hobbyist.
Indeed. Hey, any you mentioned earlier, but any more ideas on getting rid of the old porker?
No, I haven't given it a thought, Tom. I haven't given it a thought, mate. I've still haven't took. It's been out once this year. I need to have its MOT next month. It's only 6 miles in it, mate. It's just sitting in the garage doing nothing.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It is a shame, but yeah. Look, if it's not eating and drinking nothing, so to speak, then leave her there, innit?
Yeah, well, it ain't cost nothing. I mean, it's costing me like my tax and insurance and me, you know. But that's the only, you know. If I was to sawn it and not pay the insurance, you know, I obviously saved me £1,000 or whatever. But I think, for the sake of that, if I want to take it out, you know, like get a nice day on a Sunday morning, because my pal up the road's got one as we bought them at the same time. We always go out for a rip together. So, you know, a nice morning, and you just think, oh, I wish I could take it out. You know what I mean? So I think I'll just leave it taxed and insured and an MOT town, just in case, you know, you get that chance. Like in the winter, you know, if it's a dry morning and there's no frost, I'll take it out, not a problem. Those are the more miles in the summer, but I've always done that with it. I've always took it more out in the winter, you know, because I think you appreciate the weather more in the winter, you know, because obviously it's dark all the while, isn't it? But no, we'll see what happens. No, I've got no plan to move it on right at the moment, town. But we'll see. Never say never. Somebody come along with a big suitcase full of money, then I might consider it. But I just can't be arsed with all the, you know, you advertise it and you get all the bullshitters come round. You know what I mean? The dreamers, they just want to, like, you know, they're just test pilots.
Oh yeah, been there loads and loads of times, Paul. Loads and loads of times, mate, with cars I've sold over the years. I've not had that for a while, but well, the last tyre kickers I had was the Evo, but it was only a few. Oh, can we can we go for the spin in it? Can we? Yeah. And I said, no, mate. You'll need insurance, all sorts. I'll take you in, I said. But, yeah, it'll cost you 7,000 quid or whatever I got for it. You know, I said, I'm not messing about. But yeah, loads of dreaming, mate. But look, you're right. I mean, I regret sometimes selling some of the cars I've had. I always do. And I don't know why I sell them, but there you go. That's life. So yeah, look, mate. If you're happy to just to keep her on charge for the winter and just use it when you want to, like you said, some of these nice frosty mornings. It's beautiful weather, isn't it? You can get her out and stretch your legs a bit. So yeah, it's got to be yeah, mate. Keep her in the garage. Put a sheet over her for the winter. Give her a cuddle.
Ah, it's lovely in there, town. It's all, you know, it's like a room. There's no heating in there, but it's got, you know, like porcelain floor, and it's all done out nice. It's no dust in there or anything. It's all plastered, you know, all painted white. You've seen it, haven't you? It's nice and clean in there, town. It's permanently on charge. So whenever I want to just, you know, take it out, I just blip it up. It starts first time every time. But I think about it sometimes, mate, and I think 6 miles, sacrilege.
Yeah, well, talking of always on charge, where's Nelly?
Come on, Nelly.
Yes,
I
too
bet
late
he's-
for him now.
Oh, I bet he's listening.
How about that one?
Yeah, I like that. That's that's sexual.
That's the voodoo that you do so well.
Yeah, that's lovely. That is really, really nice.
Fucking prick.
Oh, what a
Oh.
twat.
Oh,
Oh, we got one.
Pulling his planker.
We got a Willy tugger.
Yeah, he's in a dirty old raincoat. Dirty, smelly vest with all egg stains down. He's pulling it.
Listening to Channel 19, John.
That's the one.
I bet you any money. I bet you he's reading Choir Boy Monthly.
That's it, yeah.
Jang and his Jim will fix it badges.
Now then.
No one. He must be bored, though, listening to us, mustn't he?
He's got to be, John.
I'm surprised he's not asleep.
You've got to be bored. If you've got to come on here and listen to us, you mustn't have a life.
Do you know what? I put this on the group earlier, Paul, but that bloke earlier today, I can't believe some people. Why do they have to? Why do they feel the need to dig at the audio? It does your head in. He was knocking people. All they do is, how's that sound? Does this sound better? And he was saying that they spend too much time setting their audio up. They don't get the chance to talk about anything. And it just makes me chuckle. Do you know, the one reason that they knock it is because they don't understand it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I hope he's listening as well. He knows who he is. He's really done my head in, he has. I'd love to meet him face to face when I tell him.
I was watching the football, town. I thought I'm not going to get up from watching the football to go and listen to him.
No. Waste of a good skin. Waste of time, mate. Does my head right in. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, but I was gonna call into him, but I thought no, because I'll end up having a Tourette's moment on him.
You'll just get yourself in a world of bother.
Yeah, I made myself look a fool, so I thought keep my mouth shut. I've learnt from my mistakes.
Yeah, it ain't worth it. I mean, like him, that old pervert just said that. I mean, really, you should just blank him.
Yeah, I bet. You'll be in a museum tomorrow having pictures taken, John, with his bike clips on.
Yeah, you'll be at a rally and all you'll see is that, you'll be looking at some components and you'll see a dirty big black hand come over with all the grime, into the pores of his skin.
I bet they got long nails.
Dirty, yellow long nails because he's smoking the old wacky backer.
He'll have all like cheese under his nails.
Oh, dear.
Ooh.
Anyway, we done West Brom.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, I was chuffed, absolutely chuffed. It's a proper smash and grab job though, John.
I know, but, you know, what do you expect from the Blue Noses?
It was a bit sticky, a bit twitchy arse at the end. But no, fair play. My pal of mine texted me, he went, oh, definitely smash and grab, but I'll take the 3.
Oh, dear, it's all good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you definitely sound better now, Paul. You've backed things down a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've been listening for a while as well, John. He does. It's a lot calmer now, and it's a lot smoother.
Yeah, Paul's got a tendency to look, because he loves that mic, and he's right up his...
You know, there's this bloke that built it though, Town, do you know him?
No.
That's telling you about the one he's on.
Oh yes. This is. Do you know, I was going back through my phone. I got that many pictures on there. I wanted to do like a little folder with all my just pictures of the goodies that have been tweaked and caressed. But do you think I could find them? Could I? Bloody hell, like.
No, this is it, isn't it? I think them. I think I might have them at that mic. Well, I don't know. I think I sent them you, didn't I? But yeah.
100%.
And old John as well. That's another one, isn't it?
Yes, another one as well. Do you know, I meant to ask you the other day, you know, about the lights on the low end with this trauma, John. I was quite worried because I thought, well, if I watch your ears now, one, yeah, I get one light come on if I boom, one, yeah, one light, that's it. It don't ever move, and I thought, oh shit, is that not right now? Because I'm sure it was moving before, but anyway, it must not never do that. And yours don't move, John, no? Really?
No, Tom. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm videoing this now, right? So you can see what's going on. If I get one, you'll see what just happened there. Well, I'll send you the video now.
I'll have a nosy.
It's on its way. It's quite quiet. I can't believe how quiet it is on here. No, I've got about an S4, I have. I know that's, you know, loads for Paul, but for me, it's amazing.
Fuck off, you wanker!
So am I.
Oh.
I love the way they try and disguise the voice.
I know.
It probably sounds like that anyway, don't it?
Yeah, I bet he does. I bet he does. Oh, the video's come through, John. I'll have a look.
You can just imagine him, John, popping up out of his Mac.
I mean, don't mean a Big Mac.
No, the Gasman's Mac.
Oh, he's got that, yeah, with a bag of sweets in the pocket.
Yep,
Well,
you got it.
100%, John. The lighting arrangements on yours is exactly the same as mine. I get a very sort of minimal amount on the mid-range, very minimal amount, maybe 3 at a push, and that's only occasionally. Most of the time it's like 1 or 2, but the tops are plentiful.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want to back them off. I mean, if yeah, let me just do something here. 6, 6, 6. Let me just do this. Watch. Hang on. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. No, you won't need it now. How can I do that? Hear the tearing? I'll listen to that.
Yeah.
Then bring it round. Stop now, and I'll just leave it there. Once that tearing stops, that's where I leave it.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. You could hear that as well. You could hear the tear in it. Oh, I called into when I spoke to Gary the other morning, John. Echo Whiskey 1, Mike grew off the Minions. Love him. Who's the voice of Switzerland? the one that looks like who was that? Ted Bundy. I'm sorry, he looks just like Ted Bundy from the States. Anyway, yeah, he was on there. He called in and he wasn't happy with my sound.
Well, that's up to him, and he's never happy anyway. He's got an ICOM, I think, a 720 something, about 1,000 years old, and got about a 2.4 KC bandwidth or whatever. Yeah, it's Bob Zanotti.
That's him. That's the man. Well, he's some else. He's never, for all the lovely reports I've had from around the world, really, if you like, and more so locally, with yourselves and everyone else, sounds great, this, that and the other, whatever, lovely low end, this, that and the other, and then they come on and say that. It just makes you think, really, you're off your head. Oh wow, he does know his stuff, doesn't he? But I think he's just a little bit over opinionated, because everybody has a different how could I put it, a different taste on what they want to hear or what they want to sound like, don't they?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, really, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, oh God, it goes back years and years. In the days of OMV and that, and oh man, that bloke can talk. That's not a bad thing, really, because he likes a good chat, and there ain't many on there who do, really. It's just 5 and 9 and whatever, and then they're off. So, fair play to him, but yeah, I suppose it all depends what you're listening to, how you're listening, it's all relevant, and you know what I mean? So I take it with a pinch of salt, don't I do? I do what I do, and I know what I sound like, and if nobody likes it, I don't care.
No, that's right, John, yeah, I don't blame you. That's exactly how to do it, and how to be. Did that come out right now? Hang on a minute now, hang on. There, let's have a look. Yeah, that one. What signal am I with you, John? Am I quite strong?
25 dB over.
Oh, we like that. 1 sec. Hopefully this comes across okay.
What I sound like, and if nobody likes it, I don't care. Oh. I like what I sound like, and if nobody likes it, I don't care. I can hear the mid-range crackle now, Tom.
I literally pressed record and you were just finishing the over. And you were sort of 10 to 15 as well, over. But I might capture you again shortly and send it you.
Well, you peaked 40 then. Yeah, but what I can hear now, Tom, is more of the mid-range.
Oh, yeah, it sounds... Do you know, that's one of the things, right, that worried me since I put this drama in. I don't know why, because maybe I'm not... maybe it does... It does do things differently, obviously, but I often listen, I think, oh, that mid... But I'm not used to hearing so much of my mid-range. And I'm wondering, have I got too much? But then I listen again and I think, nah, it's spot on.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, look, let me bypass this. Right, there you go. That's the Dubry, the drama now bypassed. And I'll put it back in. And you make up your own mind over that.
Yeah, wow.
Then.
Oh. Did I hear a brake station then?
You did. Evening, gentlemen. 2W0GZN in between New Radnor, Old Radnor. Just listening to you guys. I can only listen in 3 wide, but it's amazing how you can tell the difference even when you guys are experimenting and doing stuff. So I'm no audiophile, but I do find it fascinating. But I have just been wondering, because I mean, some people obviously don't appreciate your audio because they can't listen wide enough. How do people like myself, I'm currently coming, I think, 2.9. How do we sound to you guys with your equipment set so wide? Do we sound really bad?
No, you sound good to me.
Yeah, no, very good, Dave. Good evening, sir. Nice to hear you on, Dave. No, you sound fine. You still got the 7300?
Yeah, Roger. I just always wondered. I thought, you know, because you're so wide, do you make the most of what we're transmitting and we sound better than we would to somebody else maybe, or do we actually sound really poor? But just always a question I wanted to ask. Thanks for letting me in.
Well, the thing you'll find is when your filters are open, look, I'm listening to somebody at, say, 4K or 6K or whatever. I don't close my filter down when you transmit them. I leave it open, so you do get well, if I'm honest, I think I've just gotten used to doing it like this. I prefer to listen with the filter open wider. I don't know. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong here, Dave, because I very often am. I'm sure you can listen at 3.6 on there, you know. I'm sure you can listen out to 3.6 wide if you want to.
I think I can. I think I have done in the past, and then reset it back to, I think I've set it to 3 as standard. That tends to cope with most other people that I'm listening to anyway, so I'll have a look in a little while and see how wide I can take it, but you could be right there. But I set it wide to listen to you guys one evening, and I don't think it really actually made too much difference to what I could hear from you guys, but it made a lot of difference when I was listening to other people who were transmitting on there. But I'll check it out this second on the next over. But thanks for letting me in and answering the question anyway. It was just something I wondered, because I can see why some people don't like the sound of your audio if they can't get the full audio. And I was just wondering if it was reciprocal, if a narrow voice sounded quite bad to you. But there we go. Anyway, lovely to hear you on, and I'm obviously one of those people who's so bored. I've got nothing else to do in my life, but I do find it interesting nonetheless, even though I don't play the voodoo games myself. So keep it up, gentlemen. Even with my bandwidth that I can listen in, I can hear the subtle changes and differences in what you do, albeit in limited form. And well, it makes a marked difference even in the width I'm listening at anyway, so I thought I'd jump in with that one. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you. I should leave you all to it, get back on with my little chores, but thank you for letting me in and answering my question. This is 2W0GZN, throwing it back in the air to the group.
Yeah, lovely, Dave. Lovely. Well, you paid us all a compliment, really, unbeknownst to yourself, because if you say you're only listening at 2.9 or 3K wide, and you say it still sounds good at that, that's one of the goals that we like to achieve, is because some people won't want to open up the filter. They won't want to do that because it just brings in more noise, blah blah blah. So for you to say that's good. So if you do, you may already know this, Dave, so I could be telling you how to suck eggs here when you already know, but one of the web SDRs, it doesn't give you a true representation of how we sound, but it will open your ears a little more if you like. Stafford web SDR, the fabulous G4, I want to say, I can't remember now, God alive, my memory's shocking. FPH, G4 FPH Stafford web SDR. You can on the little yellow cursor, you can pull the low end open, and you can also stretch it out to hear the full bandwidth on there. So just another one if you didn't already know that, Dave. So there we are. Good signal, Dave, as well. 5.9 plus about 5 to 10 dB with me, so I'm working real well, mate. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much for that, Tony. I've written that down. I shall take a look. And yeah, I've just widened out my filter to 3.6, and actually I was quite wrong. It's made quite a little bit of difference. Well, anyway, all the best, gentlemen, and hopefully we'll work you further down the road. Come off to do some research. 2W0GZN 73.
73's, Dave. All the best, mate.
But I do find it interesting nonetheless, even though I don't play the voodoo games myself. So keep it up, gentlemen. Even with my bandwidth I can listen in, I can hear the subtle changes and differences in what you do, albeit in limited form. And well, it makes a marked difference even in the width I'm listening at anyway, so I thought I'd jump in with that one. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you. I should leave you all to it, get back on with my little chores, but thank you for letting me in and answering my question. This is 2W0GZN, throwing it back in the air to the group.
And that was
good
you.
Recording. That perfect recording, John.
Yeah, the static crashes obviously, but that's him anyway.
Well, Funny enough, I caught you again as well, I think, and you were quite strong, weren't you?
That's it. Right, there you go. That's the Dewberry, the drama now, bypass. And I'll put it back in, and you make up your own mind over that.
Oh.
Oh, right, okay. Selling everything. Yeah, well,
Paul
there
gone.
you are. I mean, it's horses for courses. Everyone's got their own idea and interpretation. If you ask 10 people for an audio report, you'll get 10 different answers. So, I only trust people with good ears sometimes, I do. And I think that's about the best you can do, really.
Well,
I just set it up and that's it. I'm happy with it,
well,
and I can understand why some of them don't appreciate it if you're a little bit wide. Well, I don't like that word either, wide, it implies something. If you're experimenting, you are what you are, and that's it, really. I mean, go on AM, and we can be all 20k wide or something, but, I don't know. But, look, if you're listening at 2.7k and someone transmitting 6, you're not hearing everything, are you? So you can't make you can't make a comment and say it sounds crap because you can't hear it.
no. That's right, no, they can't, no. I was going to say something then. It's mad, though, isn't it? We only said, when I was on the phone to you yesterday, wasn't I, John? With regards to the icons, the 73, the 76, 10, the 7600 as well. Just how good they sound, though, out the box. Fist mic, way to go. It's amazing how they've got that like that, isn't it?
Well, the 7300, in my opinion, sounds one of the best radios, for, I don't know, was it 2.9, is it, or whatever? It just sounds full and nice and sounds really good. I like it, yeah. Well, I had one, didn't I, and I sold it. I wish I never sold it now, but yeah, there you go. You make these mistakes. But yeah, they're good, Tom. They are really good. They sound well. And, that's what I bought one for, because I heard one. I thought, Jesus, that sounds really good. Even the Pro 5, Pro 4, is it? Or Pro 3 or 4 or something like that, I can't remember. They used to sound amazing, and I used to think that's really good audio. And that's the reason I bought the 7300, because it sounded so good off a little hand mic.
Boring.
Oh, your VFO,
For oil.
your VFO must be broke then. Spin the dial.
He's drilling for oil, Tom.
He sounds like it. Either that or he's behind his best mate.
Well, that's what he's doing. He's boring him.
Boring him out.
Lima Bravo 6, Oscar Juliet.
Yeah, he's probably boring his mate out. Yeah, it's where's Paul gone? Oh, he hasn't fell asleep, is he? His sister will be throwing the lift otherwise.
No, I'm still here, Tone. I'm still here, mate. Just surfing the web.
Oh, you sound like you're in the zone, Paul. All mellow and chilled.
Yeah, I'm just surfing, mate. Just surfing.
Oh no. Are you looking at metal detectors?
No, not at all. Last thing I need, Tone's another hobby.
Hey, Paul.
Oh no.
Go on, John.
How did you get on with the scope thing?
It's still going on, John. Not a lot of progress. Well, there's been some progress, but I'm just waiting for some results. It's very, very time consuming.
Yeah, I'd imagine all the legal bullshit.
Well, I'll tell you what. They don't like to rush, do they?
No, they don't. They're waiting on me now, or I'm waiting on somebody else. But it's the same people that I was waiting on. That they were waiting on to give me the information. So I'm giving them a bit of their own medicine, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Fight fire with fire.
Anyway, you've got well, I won't say anything on here, but you've got nothing to worry about there.
No, it's just financial. It's just been a bit painful, but it is what it is. There's a hell of a lot of static on here, isn't there?
There is this evening, yeah.
It's gotten worse, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is definitely getting worse, yeah.
My needle's dropping back now. You know, if none of you transmit, then it's dropping like, you know, a good way back. I think the band's getting quieter, as in, you know, the noise floor, but the crashes are getting worse.
I'm checking the lightning maps.
Well, yeah, mine drops back to 0 if I put 84 dB of attenuation in.
I've not got any in.
84 dB. Italy are having an hiding with some thunder and lightning there. They're having a right kick in, but the rest of the world, well, they don't look too bad actually. But obviously we may be getting some slight effects of that, you know.
Back in a minute.
Okay.
I've just put 6 dB in to try it.
What, you turned the IPO on?
No, I've just put 6 dB attenuation in just to see what it's like.
Yeah. Don't you run with IPO 1 or 2 on, don't you, down here for you?
Yeah, it's just on IPO. So I've got IPO and amp 1 and amp 2. I run with amp 1 on 20.
Yeah. They changed, I don't know why. On the 5000 you had IPO 1 and 2. And you had amp 1 and 2 as well. I don't know why they must have... Well, and you still had attenuation as well. So I don't know why they done away with one of the IPOs. Anyway, whatever reason. But so obviously you put your IPO in, and that'll bring the noise level down quite nicely for you.
Yeah, it's just you've got the option, haven't you? You've got you can't change it while you're keying up. You can't touch it. But yeah, you've just got IPO and amp 1 and amp 2. That's all you've got now.
Well, there we are. Now, of course, your amp 1 and amp 2 sort of 20 metres and up in it, really. You can start to apply them. I would imagine you probably, with the beam, you probably don't use much more than amp 1, do you, Paul?
It's just left on amp 1 town. When I go on 20 metres, it's just on amp 1. That's something else, that beam is.
Yeah, well, it opens up the world for you, doesn't it? It's almost like, it is. It's like you've had your ears syringed out, innit? But when you point a beam at them, innit?
Yeah, and to be fair, Tony, I'm surprised at how good the rejection is, because they're supposed to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's just Europe, you don't even need to spin it round. You just fire it any direction, and they'll hear you. But it is good. I must admit. When it I don't know, I'm trying to just work out in my head. Say if like when it's facing out of my tongue, this is how I see it in the picture in my head. If you're going to get 100% when you're firing at them, you're probably getting, I don't know, 60-70% off the back, and it's only when you're off the side that I can hardly hear them.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, like I said, it opens up the world to you, doesn't it? So, anyway, are you still, changing the subject now, are you still counting the calories, mate?
Yeah, well, I'm just constantly on that calorie control. I'm not on maintenance yet. I'm still on 15. What am I fit about 15.3, 15.4 now, Tony. I've got it set at 14.5 at the moment, so it's still on a £2 a week loss. But I'll stick to that in the week, and then weekends I just do what I want. I just don't watch any calories, and that basically keeps me at around about 15.5 by watching the calories in the week, which is supposed to be a £2 loss for 7 days. I do 5 days of that and 2 days eat and drink what I want, and it keeps me at the same weight.
Can't be bad, mate. Can't be bad. I've gone from 19. I started at 19.6. I'm down to 18.2 now. I'm probably having, I don't know, 1,800 calories a day, maybe. I don't know, maybe a bit more sometimes, Paul. But yeah, that's working for me. I will push myself a bit harder just now and try and skim a few more off. But the hardest thing for me, Paul, is when I'm sat here waffling with you now, is not going to the cupboard to go and get a multi-pack of crisps, 24 Kit Kats, and all that sort of gen, you know. It's real difficult not to do that. But I think I've gotten over getting over it slowly. A bit like the smoking, really. You just got to take one step at a time.
Becomes a habit, Tom.
It does, John. You're absolutely right. That is exactly what it is. A bloody bad habit and all. You get into the habit, and it's nothing for me to polish off. I polish off a whole pack of Kit Kats for fun. I don't know. Like old Cheech and Chong. I think I've been on the old bifters and the munches, but it ends. I'm just a greedy bar steward.
Tom, I could do that, mate. I could easily, like, I could have a mug of tea now, and I could eat a full packet of chocolate digestives. No problem at all, mate. Could still do it now.
And it becomes a habit. That's what you do.
You've just got to, cut it out.
Yeah, it's hard. It is hard, but you can do it.
Yeah, 1,620 mine is, Tom, my allowance.
Yeah, I look. I'll have me. Hang on, I'm about a mile from the mic a minute. Hang on. I'll have my cereals. I'll have a sandwich and a bag of crisps for dinner. Seeded bread, bag of crisps, maybe 2 bags of crisps. Nothing then till tea time. I'll have my tea about between 4 and 5. I'm not eating. If I do have a little snack later on in the evening, that was a little earlier. I did have. I had one of these skinny bars. No, a couple of them I had, but that's it. I'm still having sugary. I'm still having cans of Dr Pepper because I love them. I still have 2 sugars in my tea. And if after dinner I get peckish, I might have a chocolate bar or 2. But they're only single ones. They're not like 4-finger Kit Kats or anything like that. You know, they're a lot smaller. So I think portion size has definitely reduced. Sounds like my missus. She says that.
You're getting older, so Tom.
It is.
It's terrible.
It's a bad thing getting old, you know. It's not good.
It ends up like your granny's light switch.
You know, I'm doing a walk next week, Tom, yeah?
Where to, Paul?
So, we're getting dropped off in Worcester, and we're walking all the way home.
Oh, how long are you expecting that to take?
8-9 hours.
Phew. You want plenty of water with you, mate, and yeah, you'll feel it after that, mate. But it'll be a good one.
Yeah, but there's a mate of mine, his little girl's got cancer. She's only 3, and we're doing it for the kids' hospital, Birmingham Children's Hospital. That's what we're doing it for.
Fair play to you.
Oh, mate, fair play. Do you know, a young girl? She one of the teachers. I give them a lift to school. It's remember my mate Stan, John. Well, his boy is a teacher at the school where my kids go. Well, one of his friends, girly friend, she was, what was she, 16, 17, bloody cancer had her, terrible. I can't dwell on that too much, it makes me so sad, it's shit, innit, horrible. Anyway, what was I going to say? One of the things I've been doing, and a few people have said to me, Christ almighty, swimming? You'd be going around in circles. I wish I did, I have so far to go. But I've been doing some swimming, quite a lot of it actually, and that helps massively. Sort of 10-15 lengths I'm doing, and it does work. So I'm going to start. I have had a bit of a week off because my boy here with me, Stan, he wants to start coming again as well. So he's a bit like Dad, bit of chub around the edges, love him. So he wants to swim in the mornings as well, and he's a good swimmer, real strong swimmer for his age. For a 9-year-old, Christ, he put me to shame. Anyway, so 6:30 in the morning, we'll go and do 10-15 lengths, yeah, that helps burn off loads of chub, that does.
picking up tone. Yeah. Well, swimming's good for you, mate, because you're using all your muscles in your body, aren't you, really? And it's underwater, so it's you're pushing against it, aren't you? Good stuff. Yeah, I ain't been swimming for years. I haven't. I used to